If you have ever been in between owning a brand new or a pre-enjoyed Absolute yacht, then this video here may answer all your questions. Now I give it I'll do this part again. Hello everyone and welcome to another YachtWay Spotlight. Today I'm going to take you on a full thorough walkthrough of this 2022 Absolute 73 that looks like brand new. So come with me and let's take a look. We're starting our walkthrough all the way from the aft deck. First off, you have a swim platform that hydraulically goes all the way down. On top of that, it can hold, as you can see, a Williams Sportjet 345 jet tender. So for all the island hoppings, this is a great solution for that. Right in front of that is where you have your crew access as well as your engine room access, which we'll come back to towards the end of the video. First off, you have, of course, a handheld wand here. And this is a proper wand now with a nice rain shower built into the handheld wand. Now, if this shower is too small for you, you can actually mount the exterior big shower also right outside. So when you come back out from the water, this is a great rain shower for you. Stepping up from the staircase, now you have actually stairs on both sides, port, starboard. Once you do step up, first off, you have on both sides large cleats with tracks all the way back, and also a line holder with a winch right next to it. Once you are up here now and you want to enjoy dinner, breakfast, whatever it may be, or a card game, this is a great place to come and huddle around. Easily fits 8, maybe even more people sitting around the table. In the back, so if you at nighttime now, you have mosquitoes maybe flying around or you want to add extra privacy, this shade goes all the way down and we'll go towards the bow from the starboard side now. And before we hit there, I do want to point out that you also have a helm station outside. You will see inside that this boat is extremely well manageable by an owner because of the IPS systems, 1350s by the way, bow, stern thruster, everything is nicely integrated here, so it makes the docking super simple. Heading towards the bow, and as we head there in the ceiling, you also have speakers integrated. So large windows from floor to ceiling. You will see inside how bright this boat is. On the starboard side is where you have also a side boarding door from the helm station. So if you do want to jump out quickly, you most certainly can. So on both sides, once you get to the bow, you have large cubbies. So if you do want to keep your covers, fenders, etc., nicely stored away, great place for that. Right next to that is where you have holes. These holes are for your poles now to mount, which become a shade holder for this whole bow area. So great place to use the shade at. Talking about shade, so at night, if you're lounging over here and enjoying the views, maybe you want to have a little bit reclined backrest. These backrests actually come all the way down, just like this. And now you can put them on a variety of different angles. Right behind the sunbed is where you have a dining area now, or cocktail area. This table opens all the way up. So right in the dead center, you also have this area where you can use it as a lazy Susan. So if you want to turn anything around, you can do that. Close this place back up. This is your bow area. Of course, not to mention, you have your winches, your cleats, your tracks for the lines, everything easily accessible. Now, let's go check out the Flybridge. Alright, heading towards the Flybridge now. First off, nice angle to the staircase. It doesn't feel like you're climbing an Everest. And even if you think it is climbing, then you can always hold on to the handrails, which are on both sides. You have a lid that covers up this whole thing. Nice hinges, so keep it open while you're on the way. And once you do get to the Flybridge, first off, you're greeted with this freestanding furniture, which you can really configure whichever way you like. And you also have a barbecue over there. So if you do want to do a proper barbecue, you can most certainly do that. Or perhaps you want to use this area for yoga, meditation. And if you want to get more shade because this is too open, you have a bimini integrated into the hardtop itself. So push a button, this extends out to the back. Plenty of place to tuck under from the sun. Talking about tucking under, you have a hardtop, which covers the whole midship area all the way towards the helm station. Now, that's right. This is the third helm station you're seeing now. Large dining area, dining table on the Flybridge with 3, 4, 5, 8 people comfortably can sit around and enjoy the views. Now, for a more elevated experience during the night hours, you can open up this hardtop, soft top that is, and enjoy the starry sky right above you. And what a better way to enjoy the starry sky than with maybe a cocktail. And to prepare a proper cocktail, you have a bar on your starboard side with nice LED track lighting right underneath here, so to give you this nice glow of light. And once you do come around, you have a marble-like top. And this is for your pastas now. So if you want to do a proper cooking, you have a Kenyan cooktop right here as well. And this one actually has a rubber mat at the top, so you can tell that this hasn't been damaged. Like I said, this boat looks like brand new. By the way, if you're looking to buy this boat, then you can explore it first in full 3D on YachtWay.com. Link down below, by the way. We'll show you how it looks like. And if you want to come and maybe explore this boat in person, you can actually book a viewing right on YachtWay. It's as simple as booking a table in a restaurant or booking a haircut with your favorite hairdresser. That's how easy it is to come and see the boats. Most of them are available the next day. So go check it out. Alrighty, from the bar station now, or the bar, we're transitioning towards the helm station now. First off, you have large 22-plus-inch Garmin monitors right in front of you. You have your joystick control, your bow stern thrusters. Everything is redundant. And if you feel that it's too hot to drive the boats from the helm on the Flybridge, you also have AC grills. So let's cool air to come and cool you down. And now if you still feel like it's too hot to drive the boat from, or maybe it's raining, you have an easy access to the helm station down below from this latch here. Very well thought out boat and very well appointed.
Looking at yachts on YachtWay? You can now apply for financing right from the listing page. It's called Easy Fund. No middlemen, no hassle. Just fast approvals with trusted lenders. Find your perfect yacht and finance it on YachtWay.com.
Alrighty, stepping inside the Absolute 73. First off, all these back panels, you can actually open it up all the way. So this becomes very much like an indoor-outdoor living space. You have AC control all the way on your starboard side corner here. You also have your control for your shades. So with the push of a button, these shades come all the way down, giving you more privacy if you so desire, as well as curtains all the way in the back. So when you are in the marina like we are right now, you can close up this whole space. Once you do get inside, you have pretty much floor-to-ceiling windows on both sides, letting in ample amount of natural light, with also an ability to put out a TV. So this raises up all the way and you can watch it from this L-shaped seating area with a coffee table right in front of you. Getting all the way now to the dining area. So you have an 8-people dining area, 4 people on either side. Again, plenty of natural light that comes in so you don't feel claustrophobic in any shape or form. And I tell you, I'm 99% sure that this whole mirror actually drops down and this becomes a view into the chef's kitchen right behind it, which we'll go check out in a second. If you want to make a nice meal for yourself, then you have a galley area over here. And to separate it, you actually have this sliding door so the crew can keep it closed. But the moment you step inside, you have a large fridge all the way on your right-hand side. So this opens up, you have ample amount of space inside. Right next to that is where you have a freezer, so whatever things you may want to keep away, you can definitely do that. Right above that is where you have your microwave, your oven, so everything that you may want to cook, you have them right on top of each other. On the other side is where you have a Miele 4-burner cooktop. Again, another gourmet meals that you want to do, you definitely can. You have a dishwasher right next to the sink with plenty of cubbies and little drawers right below that as well. Now, I did mention that you have a second entrance to here. That's not just the only one, but you also have one all the way on the port side. So if you want to come to the galley area from outside, you can most certainly do that. And now you arrive at the Helm station. First off, on your left-hand side, coffee, Italian boat. You gotta have a coffee machine right next to that. So they have thought about it. Well-taken crew, you know, like they say, happy crew, happy boat. But once the crew arrives here, or maybe an owner, because, you know, 73-foot boat is something that you can easily maneuver yourself, especially this one, because it is powered by IPS engines. So you have twin IPS 1350s, D13s with a joystick control. You also have, even though the IPS pods, they move themselves, make the maneuvering extremely simple, you also have a bow thruster, and not just a bow thruster, you also have a stern thruster. So redundancy absolutely everywhere, and this is no regular bow thruster or stern thruster. This is side power one, which is pretty much your Rolls Royce of thrusters. Chain counter right at the top of that. You have your VHF control. You have large 3 Garmin monitors. This is larger than 23-inch, maybe larger than life itself. Obviously, you can configure them whichever way you like. And you have an additional one for your Victronix. You have your searchlight control over here, manual one, which is great. Plus, also having cameras absolutely everywhere. So if you do want to look at the side cameras or bow camera, whichever camera you want to look, you can easily access them right from the panels here. Helm seats. So obviously, first off, you can lean against them just like this, very comfortable. Same thing from the other side. But on the helm, on the captain's seat, what you can also do is you can move them forward or backwards. You can also raise them. So if you need to have a little bit more clearance, you can do that and have access to your Garmin remote, grid remote control. So very convenient here. And again, just cruise around. You can adjust the steering wheel, whichever way you like. But great helm station. Okay, stepping out from the helm station now, 2 steps, and we arrive back at the area where you can enter to the galley station or head to the living room in the aft, or we can head straight down to the owner's cabin now. I tell you, this actually is might be a split opinion over here. There's 2 cabins that look like owner's cabin. I would assume that this one is the true owner's cabin. So you take these steps down. First off, I'm 6'1", ample amount of space still above my head, and the ceiling itself is done with a very nice soft leather-like texture. So even if you're taller side, you won't bang your head against hard surfaces. Spotlights integrated into the ceiling itself. Talking about spotlights, if you have not subscribed to YachtWay Spotlight, then please do so. Hit the subscribe button down below, and you will be seeing videos just like this every single week. Carrying it on in the owner's cabin, closing up this door. Behind it, you have a full-size mirror, so you can make sure that you look dapper before you go out or when you come in. Behind it is where you have a closet space, so fits ample amount of clothes in, which is just one closet. Cabinetry on the starboard side and also on the port side with a vanity desk that we will come back to in a second. In the dead center is where you have your queen plus-size bed, I want to say. Vanity desk right underneath here with a mirror integrated, so the ladies can make sure they look great before they go out. Little drawers on the left-hand side, and storage bins. And that's not all. You also have a full-size walk-in closet. Voila. Enough space that you can stand up in, and a small safe right in front of that with nice shelving unit actually right behind it as well. So it keeps everything nicely organized. All the way forward to the bow is where you have a walk-in shower and amenity area with these French doors. Once you step inside, you are greeted with 2 large sinks. And I say large sinks because a lot of boats like to put 2 sinks inside, but they're extremely small. They're like a Lego sinks. But this one you would find from any normal home. Cabinetry right behind, spotlights at the top, shelving units on both sides with also an outlet. So if you want to plug anything in, like a shaver or a toothbrush, you most certainly can. Carrying it on the starboard side is where you have your walk-in shower. So stepping inside, you have a rain shower right above your head, plenty of space actually, more light that comes in from the window right next to you. Right next to that is where you have your faucet control. You also have your handheld shower. By the way, look at this handheld shower. It's the same shape, like a pentagon shape, like you also have the sink faucet itself. And you also have nice textured marble-like walls all around you as well. Heading out from the owner's cabin now and heading towards the guest cabins. Once again, passing through your galley, helm station. And before we head to the guest cabins, maybe you're a little bit, in need of a drink already by now. So you have actually, voila, this is how it works. You just tap on it and the wine cooler presents itself. You have your red and white wines at the bottom. This is dual zone Miele wine fridge. Again, it closes itself. And right above that, naturally, you would want to have all your wine glasses, and this is where you would keep them. Heading to the guest cabins now with a starboard side access and these nice wood stairs leading you down. You take these nice wood steps, very wide steps down. You have accent lighting right underneath it. A large window, once again, on the side, which also has a shade, so if you do want to block it out. Once you walk in here, this feels like an owner's cabin. First off, it's full beam, plenty of light that comes in. I love the studio vibe that this room has. You have a sink on your port side, large sink by the way, and ample amount of natural light that can come in. Obviously, when you're getting ready over here, perhaps you need extra privacy or you can't really see yourself from the window. So for that, you actually have a button. This is real life. This is how fast the mirror raises up. Voila. Now you have a mirror plus. It blocks out any of the light. Super cool. On the right-hand side is where you have your toilet access with an additional window with a porthole. And right next to that is where you have a walk-in shower with, once again, a little porthole which you can open. Rain shower right above your head. Plenty of headroom. Stepping back out. Same headboard finish like you have in the owner's cabin. Speakers right above your head, so whatever film you want to watch while you're in the cabin, you can most certainly do that. TV right in front of you, and also you have pretty sizable closet here with a small safe, so all the valuables can be kept inside. And on the starboard side is where you have the vanity desk for the ladies. Sit down over here. Now you have a counter space here with leather-like texture at the top, and if you raise this up below is where you have a hidden mirror for the ladies to get ready and a little cabinetry over here. Let's head and take a look at the rest of the guest cabins because you have two more. So this boat has 4 cabins plus crew, which we'll come back to in a second. Alrighty, stepping back to the hallway now, leading to the guest cabin number 2 on the port side. On the starboard side is where you have a day head, which can also be used for the 3rd or 4th guest cabin, whichever way you look at it. Once you are inside the cabin now, first off, on the port side is where you have a large window once again, letting in plenty of natural light with a porthole. So if you do want to open it up, you most certainly can. And obviously, this one you can adjust whichever way you like. Yeah. Reading lights on both sides, nightstand, queen size bed, I want to say. You walk into the shower, even the door frames themselves do not hit against my head. Large enough toilet with another window on your port side. Sink dead center, walk inside the shower. Same thing, you have once again, rain shower, also handheld wand with a triangle shaped cubby here, or shelf, and obviously your shampoo and conditioner holder. Stepping back out, there's something hidden in this room that no one knows exists, which is all the way forward now, and it's a hidden additional storage. There's nothing better on a boat than having a storage area. Check this out. This is no normal storage. It's like having a U-Haul storage space hidden into the boat itself. Plenty of shelvings. I mean, you can walk inside over here. Almost can stand up. I want to say it's almost 6 foot tall. I mean, it actually keeps going forward. So this one actually gives you an access to the bow thruster. Plenty of storage area over here, as you can see. So whatever things you may want to store away, you most certainly can. Stepping back out into the last guest cabin now, which is with 2 twin beds. So for the kids, this is a perfect place to be at. Nightstand in a dead center, reading lights on both sides. And of course, you also have a large enough cabinet to keep all the hanging clothes and things stored away at. Not to mention also 2 windows / portholes on both sides and a shade that comes all the way down, as well as TV that you can actually change the angle of. So now this was the full tour of the inside of the Azimuth 73. So let's go check out the engine room. stepping down the stairs from here and heading towards the crew cabin. So you have this panel here, just open it up just like this. Stepping inside, first off, it's nicely cold here. You have an AC that blows right next to you. You have two virtual fridge drawers, so plenty of space that you can fit everything inside. By the way, if you've ever wondered, can you use this as a freezer? Yes, you can. You can turn the systems all the way to the max, and this acts as a freezer. You see there's an ice inside. This stays as ice, and right below is where you have basically a fridge area. Your control panel, by the way, this is not broken. The crew just sleeps here, and they don't want the lights to disturb them while they're sleeping, so understandable. Now, if you thought that this is it, now you have two bunk beds, or you have two beds for the crew, which is kind of enough for a 73-footer, but no, this one actually has an additional crew cabin separate with its own bed. So I can imagine for captain or anything like a shacho, somebody at the top to sleep on. This is now the rain shower that I mentioned to you. That's the top half that sits outside. So we'll lift it up like this, and you have another aluminum pole that's underneath. You stand here, take a shower, you get the vibe, right? Yeah, so this is that. More about the crew cabin. You have your shower area over here now. So you step inside, voila, you have a toilet, and you also have a shower here with shower curtains, so you can close this area up while you're taking a shower. Washer dryer, separate units, which is fantastic. And right in front of that is where you have your access to the engine room now. So we open this up. So this is now how you enter to the engine room. Once you're inside, plenty of space over here. I can't maybe fully stand up. I want to say it's like 6 foot tall, this whole area. Starting from the port side now, you have your Cummins generator. Number one, I showed you at the Helm station inside that it has two generators. So one is on the port, the other one is on the starboard. And in the dead center is where you have your IPS 1350 D13 engines. As you can see, you can easily walk around on both of these engines. Easy to maintain, easy to do whatever you need to do. Your Dometic AC system right above the generator. This is your HP water maker. By the way, HP water maker, talking about them, this is not a sponsor video or anything. This is the only brand that allows you to integrate water maker into your Garmin monitors, which means whenever you do want to start the water maker, you do not need to run into the engine room. You can just push it on the Garmin monitor, make water. That's it. Love that. Talking about love that, also in the dead center is where you have your Seakeeper stabilizer, which is great because it keeps this thing stable as you're in anchor. Also works while you're on the way. Your modules over here for the Garmins, etc., your control panels, your breakers, etc. Everything is nicely elevated in terms of it's not close to the floor, so any water or anything there's no increase from that. Starboard side is where you have your Victron system for your power management. Easy access once again. And of course, your fuel tanks, starboard and port side fuel tanks as well. So that's it. Now, that's your engine room. Actually, by the way, while we're here, you have like a little nook for the technician or mechanic to manage the systems as well. And your power Victron energy batteries that are elevated once again, so they're on their own shelf, nicely organized. Additional set right below. And by the way, this is the bottom part of the shower now. So it sits right here, and the top part just mounts to it, and you just plug it in. Super simple. Talking about super simple, if you want to go for fishing, you also have the rod holders right above you as well. So easy access to that. And if you were wondering what this thing is, then I'm 99.999% sure this is your hot water boiler. So it keeps your hot water nicely warm and ready for your shower time. And this was the tour of the Absolute 73 engine room. This was a full, thorough walkthrough of the Absolute 73. If you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button. If you want to see more videos just like this, then hit the subscribe button down below. And as always, if you're looking to buy your perfect yacht, then visit YachtWay.com, the most modern yacht listing platform in the entire world, where you can explore boats like these in full 3D, and it's often called as the Zillow for yachts. As always, thank you for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Cheers.